2-0. And Eskasoni has a 1-0 lead on Antigonish, and that's at the very end of the first period. While Pictou and Port Hawkesbury, we'll check that one here very quickly. And we'll get to that score after a bit. There's the Oxen in their own end. Gets passed behind the net. 24 tried to pick it up, but he couldn't, and it went onto the stick of Jacob Gerhardt. Jacob Gerhardt down. Oh, my heavens. Gerhardt just missed a golden opportunity there on a nice three-way passing play. Here's Rideout coming down for the South Shore. He gets it over to Brennan Coleman, who has 7 goals for the Lumberjacks this year. No avail there. Just waiting to see what might transpire here, because it's kind of a low team game. We've only had the one minor penalty. The play's been choppy at times, but there's been, like I said, 3 or 4 good chances at scoring, but not an incredible amount of great chances. Both goaltenders standing tall. And there's Caden Kurlock, picks it up down in the Oxen face-off circle. He tried to get it up to Lachlan Levy, to no avail, and the play's whistled dead. Don't forget here next Friday night, Halloween special here at the John Parrish Junior Rink in Windsor. The Brookfield Elks will be in to play the Windsor Oxen, 7:30 game time, and we're having a Halloween party here next Friday night. Hopefully the Blue Jays will have wrapped up the World Series by then. It goes back out to Caden Kurlock there for the Oxen as he skates around with it, controls it. Trying to get it up to Kenny, but he got puck went past Kenny. And here come the Lumberjacks. O'Leary. It goes back, and nice save there by Mole. I'm just trying to see who took that shot. That was 19 for the Marcus Tench, who for the South Shore Lumberjacks. If you ever want to stay up to date on the latest news, latest games, you can visit the NSJAHL website at nsjahl.ca. You can go to the league's Facebook page and find information there. And of course, the Windsor Oxen have their own Facebook page. So there's and the schedules are all there as well on the nsjahl.ca website, as well as the Facebook page for the Oxen. Somebody rubbed into the boards, and it's going to be an interference call coming, and it's going to be the Lumberjacks taking the game's second penalty now, and that's going to be Garber, number 88, Landon Garber. And he's going to go off for interference at 16:04. We'll see what the Oxen can do on the power play here. That's Walsh that gets it. He takes a wrist shot in. And the Lumberjacks clear it out down into the Oxen end, where it's picked up there by Walsh. Walsh starts out with it. Gets it across to Dylan Manning, I think. And they are back in behind the Lumberjacks net. Comes out to 92, Aiden McLeod. Walsh has it on the Oxen blue line. He moves in with it, takes a shot, but to no avail. And that's Dylan Manning with the shot. And he gets it back to Walsh. Back to Manning. Trying to find an open man here. Lumberjacks doing some pretty good forechecking here. Manning has it. He's trying to get it back to the point. And he does finally. And there's the shot. There, scores! There. Nice goal. Aiden McLeod scores it. 15:09 to go here in the second period. As the Oxen on the power play, they were trying to find open men on the and they were trying desperately there at one point to get it back to the point, and they finally did. And then the shot from the point, and it deflected out, and the Oxen are now tied with the Lumberjacks 1-1 on a goal by Aiden McLeod. There's Davison. Nope. There's a shot. And a save by Greencorn. Oxen now out shooting the Lumberjacks period. Each team with 4 shots. Lachlan Levy going to take the face-off here for the Lumberjacks. And it plays whistle dead. I thought they were going to announce that goal, but so far they haven't. Here it is. And it's Cam Walsh getting an assist on the goal. It's a power play marker for the Oxen. So there's a chance there, as Lachlan Levy was right there in front of the net, but he couldn't get control of it. The Oxen get control of it again. There's a shot by Davison, and there. Oh, they're all around Greencorn and can't do anything with it. They're doing everything to put it in the net, and now it comes out. It goes out over the blue line. Caden Kerlock takes it. Oh my gracious, the scoring chances that were there. Tucker has it for the Oxen. Coming down the wing. Caden Kerlock. Caden Kerlock takes a shot on net. And the puck goes out. The penalty is now, of course, with the power play goal being scored, it's now up. Shields across to Walsh. Walsh dumps it in. And the Lumberjacks start out here. They're whistling down the side. And they almost get in on goal before the puck is finally knocked off the Lumberjack stick. The Oxen pick it up. And they start out with it. Oh, just a little bit too far. Tucker to Manning. And the Lumberjacks start out with it again. And Mole comes up with a nice backhanded shot save. 12:42 to go here in the second period. Lumberjacks and Oxen tied 1-1. Leo McLean, the goal for the Lumberjacks. Aiden McLeod, a power play marker for the Oxen. Here comes Cook. Cook shoots and a stick save there by Graydon Mole. Play down in the Lumberjack territory. The Oxen tried to keep it in, but Rideout breaks out. Rideout gets it across. Oh, but he can't get it past Mole. And then the puck slides away from Mole in the Oxen net. And the play's whistled dead. Still 38 minutes away from the opening pitch in the 2025 World Series. And this year, even better, the Toronto Blue Jays are there for the first time since 1993, the year that I got married, 32 or 33 years ago. Here comes 17. Wilson Davison tried to get in, but he was foiled by the Lumberjack defender. A couple of Lumberjack players going in. There's a shot. Nice save by Graydon Mole. Here come the Oxen. Oh, there's another save by Mole. Standing up strong there with a pad save. And Greencorn makes the save there. They battle for it behind the Lumberjack net. That's Walsh. Walsh takes a shot. It just goes off the blocker side of the goaltender. And play is back down in the Oxen territory. They battle for it. Walsh over to Tucker. McLeod, he gets it across to Hartnell. Hartnell took the shot to no avail. The Oxen just about picked it up for another chance, but couldn't get it. But then they take it away. And here comes McLeod. McLeod back to Gerhard, who shoots it wide. Now you got the Lumberjacks coming down 3-on-1. Oh, and Mole comes out and makes a nice save. As they scrap for it along the boards, and the puck jumps out over the blue line, back into Lumberjack territory, and it's whistled down. Here's the Oxen in alone. A shot, but it goes all wide of Greencorn. Fletcher keeps a hold of it, brings it back out, and then shoots it back in. They're coming back down to the Lumberjacks end now. Brody Noss and Cam Walsh on the defense. The Lumberjacks pick it up. They can't do anything with it. And there's a shot when Mole comes up with the save. Here come the Oxen. Tucker, he keeps it in. Walsh has it. And they're back behind the Lumberjacks net. And that's Dylan Manning with it. To Noss. Noss shot it back in. And Dylan Manning picked it up again behind the net. Noss and Jasper Fitch on the blue line. Oh, nice setup there. Oh! And it goes off Greencorn's pads and in the air. Oxen holding a 12-11 shots advantage in this period. 27-17 overall as they outshot the South Shore 15-6 in the first period. Here come the Lumberjacks. O'Leary moving in. Oh, they almost. And they did enough banging away. And the Oxen were not quite aggressive enough to get that puck cleared away. And Fitch going down now to the Graydon Mole, the goaltender, and almost giving an apology because the Oxen could have been more aggressive, I believe, in there as they allowed the Lumberjacks to take 2 or 3 good whacks at it before it went in. There's 1 save, 2 saves, 3 saves, and then it was the 4th time it went in. So the Lumberjacks back on top, 2-1. We'll see who gets that goal. Because such a scramble, I didn't catch the number that finally put it home. Kyle McIntyre with 4:47 to play. And for McIntyre, that now gives him, on the season, 7 goals for the Lumberjacks. So 7 goals in now 8 games. Not quite a goal a game. Lumberjacks, Muse has it on the wing. Shoots it, a stick save there for Graydon Mole. We'll see what the Oxen can do here in the final 3:06 of this period. And Dylan Manning is hauled down, or Scott Hartnell's hauled down. And it appears as if the Lumberjacks are going to get their 3rd minor penalty of the game. And it's, I believe, not hard to see that there was some discussion during practice this week because the Oxen have been very disciplined and they've stayed out of the penalty box completely tonight. And that's good to see. There's Gerhardt taking the face-off for the Oxen. Lachlan Levy in there fighting for it, along with... So the Oxen have the power play now for 1:45 seconds here now, as we have 2:41 to play here in the second period. The Oxen bringing it around. They get it out to Gerhardt. And the shot goes off the skate of the Lumberjack defender. Here comes McLean. McLean shoots, scores! Mole might have come out there and left too much of the net open, but Leo McLean connects for his 2nd goal of the game with 2:04 to play here, and it's a shorthanded effort for the Lumberjacks. There's a shot by the Oxen. That's McLeod bringing it in. And we're getting down to just 1 minute. 1 minute left in the second period. So after the Oxen tied it on a power play goal by Aiden McLeod, the Lumberjacks came back with a pair. Kyle McIntyre scored for the Lumberjacks to make it 2-1, and then Leo McLean with the second of the game, shorthanded to move the Lumberjacks up 3-1. We'll just take a look here at Leo McLean's stats for the Lumberjacks. And he now has 4 goals of the season to go along with 6 assists. Down to the final 11 seconds here in this second period. So Coach Layton will talk with the Oxen, and we'll see what kind of attack the Oxen will bring out in the third period to try and get back in this game. They're only down 2. Maybe they can do the same thing that Lumberjacks did to them in Bridgewater. Except Windsor had a 4-1 lead after 2 periods down there, and the Lumberjacks come back with 4. This time, the Oxen would only need 3 to come back and be ahead by 4-3. We're just going to take a look at that out-of-town scoreboard now. And right now, just going to try to get across it over here. I can't see the score on the other end over here. There we go, right there. Well, the Colts have pulled out in front of the Brookfield Elks 5-2 in Shearwater. East Hants has taken a 4-1 lead on Sackville. In Lance tonight, Eskasoni 3-1 over Antigonish tonight. And Pictou County is leading the Port Hawkesbury Straight Pirates 4-2. So plenty of action in the Nova Scotia Junior Hockey League, and a 3-1 lead for the South Shore Lumberjacks over the Windsor Oxen. We'll be back to bring you the third period in just moments. Welcome back to the beginning of the third period here at the John Parrish Junior Rink in Windsor between the South Shore Lumberjacks and the Windsor Oxen in Nova Scotia Junior Hockey League play tonight. Just taking another quick look at the Otatown scoreboard. These games are all after 2 periods. The Colts are leading Brookfield 5-2. It's Eskasoni 3, Antigonish 1 at the end of 2. And Pictou doubling up Port Hawkesbury 4-2 at the end of 2. With 8:40 left in the third period, East Hants is leading Sackville 6-1. And of course, this one here in Windsor, the Lumberjacks are on top of the Windsor Oxen 3-1. And the Oxen outshot, or they didn't. The South Shore outshot the Oxen 15-12 in that second period. So we're going to see if the Oxen have 2 or 3 goals in them, and maybe they can pull this out, just like the Lumberjacks did down in Bridgewater in their game there almost 2 weeks ago. The Oxen will be back in action next Friday night here, October 31st, as they take on the Brookfield Elks. Halloween party night here at the John Parrish Junior Arena. So we'll see how this one turns out tonight. Hopefully with an Oxen win. They're checking right now for a, I don't know if it's a crack in the ice or just what the problem is there. Similar situation developed here last winter when the Lumberjacks were in town and they couldn't play the third period, but it appears as if this one is nowhere near as serious, and the officials are taking their position, and we're going to have the face-off for the third period here momentarily. The Oxen banging on the boards, trying to jumpstart their teammates to start this third period. Cook and Dylan Manning mixing it up there. And Cook's been waved out, Will. And that's McIntyre coming in for the face-off. There's a collision between a couple of players. Number 8, Cook, and number 13, Will Shields. Matthew Shields, I should say. The Oxen coming out. They go in for the breakaway. Tried to get a backhanded shot off, but Greencorn jumped on it pretty quick. One more game for the Oxen after tonight, and they'll have completed the 1/3 mark of their schedule for the 25-26 Nova Scotia Junior Hockey League season. The only 2 teams who have reached the third-way mark are the Junior Miners, who are at 4-6, and the Sackville Blazers, who are 2-8, and the Blazers playing their 11th game of the season tonight in East Hants, and they're getting trounced there. There's the Lumberjacks in their own in the Oxen end, but it's taken away there, and number 43 Walsh comes up with it, but it's whistled at the blue line. The Oxen down in the Lumberjack territory, trying to keep it in. Caden Carroll lets a shot go. It comes out to Davison. Davison got a shot off, but to no avail, and the Lumberjacks have it. That's 27 going down. Andrew George for the Lumberjacks. And the puck goes along the boards, and the Oxen clear it out. There's Fletcher for the Oxen, and he's given a clip there by Tench. But the Oxen are going to draw their first penalty of the evening as Tench is hauled down after he gives that. And that's going to be Paul Maloney. 17-17 left in the third period of regulation. Paul Maloney. Yep, goes tripping. And the Lumberjacks on the power play for another minute 23. McIntyre has it at the point. He gets it back to Carty. Or Crotty, I should say. And the puck easily dumped in, and Mole makes the save. The Oxen got a hold of it for a second, but they put it right back on the stick of Westlake for the and McLean at the point. And there's McLean. Is he going to take a point shot? Back over to Westlake. Gets it back. And no great scoring chances there. Almost. There's Coleman. He shoots it. Coleman's going to get maybe another shot. No, he doesn't, as the referee has to jump there and avoid the puck. But there's Westlake again for the Lumberjacks, but his shot goes wide. McLean, who has 2 goals for the Lumberjacks. He's playing the point here right now for South Shore on this power play. There's only 4 seconds left in it. And here come the Oxen. The Oxen, oh, just about. And the puck hops over Paul Maloney's stick. And do we have another penalty? We do. Is it a cross-checking penalty? Just trying to see who got it here. I missed it, but so sure. So Windsor's got to go right back on the power play here. And that's number 10, Brandon Rideout, and I believe it was for cross-checking. So the Oxen on the power play here. We'll see what they can do with this man advantage. Yep. And Rideout did get it for cross-checking. So the Oxen trying to press here. That's Walsh. Walsh shoots it, but Greencorn quickly covers up. Teams are battling for it in the Lumberjack end. That's Caden Kurelak. He tries to, and Tucker picks it up at the Oxel blue line. Tucker trying to move in with it. He gets it across to Caden Kurelak. No, and it comes back out over the line. Davison back to Micah Tucker. Over to Davison. Davison scoots by one of the Lumberjack defenders. He's hanging on to it. Oh, and it's knocked off his stick and back out. So we're down to the final 20 seconds left of this Oxen power play. I know fans are hoping maybe something might happen here. And then they'd only be one goal behind the Lumberjacks. Up to McLeod. And then Walsh. And the play's whistled down. Face-off coming in deep in Lumberjack territory. That power play is now expired. So they're back to 5-on-5. Here comes Rideout down. Rideout going to take a shot. Mole makes the save. Nate Pearson had it there. And then Brandon Coleman comes with it. Coleman still has it. And he's doing his darndest to get in around Mole, but to no avail. A loud roar from the crowd, but no penalty. They saw something they didn't like. Here comes Maloney. Maloney back to Hartnell. As Owen McDermott went in. To no avail for the Lumberjacks. Comes out. They're trying to, Greencorn gets a hold of the puck. And he let the one rebound out, but he quickly got it recovered. And the Oxen could do no more. No icing there as Caden Kurlock picks it up behind his own net. Up to Shields. And then the Lumberjacks shoot it back in. Mole picks it up with his glove and puts it back on the ice for the Oxen to try and do something with it up the ice. Shields has it again. Shields, there's Tucker. Tucker takes a shot, and Greencorn makes the save. So we've got a 3-1 hockey game with 10:53 to go here in the last period of regulation. South Shore 3, Windsor Oxen 1. A lot can still happen in 10 minutes and 53 seconds. There's McIntyre, but he couldn't do too much with it. The Oxen come up and pass center ice. And that's Davison doing everything possible to get between that South Shore defense, but couldn't do it. And it comes back down where Brody Noss out there on defense with Cam Walsh, and then Noss leaves the ice, and Caden Kurlock is back out. There's Caden Kurlock. He tries to feed it up to no avail. It goes on the stick of Nolan Wilkie for the Lumberjacks, but then they battle for it along the boards. Lumberjacks keep it in. Pearson going to get a shot on that here. But no, it goes wide. It comes back. Mole makes the save this time. Nine minutes to go in regulation. And we're still looking at a 3-1 hockey game in favor of the South Shore Lumberjacks over the Windsor Oxen. There's a save by Mole. McDermott has it at center ice for the Lumberjacks. And here comes a breakaway. Oh no, was the whistle play? I think somebody thought the play had been blowing down, but it wasn't. It was kind of weird. Because he had a clear breakaway. There's Caden Kurlock, going to pick it up, but he bounces it back to Fitch. And there's Shan. He dumps it in for the Lumberjacks. Here comes Jasper Fitch. Coming down. But this game, there's been really no time that either team has been able to gain any sustained offensive attack for any period of time. The goals have all come some nice goals, some nice saves, but the goals were all just scored momentarily in between. There was that soft wrist shot from the blue line that went in, and then we had the one for Windsor by Aiden McLeod of the power play, and Kyle McIntyre's goal, Leo McLean's goal, shorthanded. But none of them were really anything of a spectacular nature. Leo McLean's second goal, the shorthanded one, was a face-off marker from the face-off circle, which beat Mole clean to the wide-open right. And then Kyle McIntyre's was after just two. Lumberjacks were allowed too many chances at the net, and they scored on about the fourth rebound. But other than that, like I said, there's been no sustained offense here tonight for any period of time for either team. There's the Oxen with it. They're trying to keep it in, keep play going here. Yeah, and almost a breakaway, but no such luck. As both teams trying to do a change here. That's Leo McLean starting out for the Lumberjacks. McLean going the length of the ice, and Mole comes up with a save, and then the rebound comes out. And I don't know if that was McLean that scored his hat trick or not. I believe it might have been. Let's see here now. No, it was 19, Marcus Tench, that got the goal with 6:21 to play. But McLean, great break down the ice. And we now have a 4-1 Lumberjack. But Marcus Tench scores for the Lumberjacks. And it's now 4-1. That's the first goal of this period. Westlake going to take the face-off with Lachlan Levy. With 6:40 left in the regulation. And the Lumberjacks now on top, 4-1. 5:40 to play here in the final period of regulation. Here come the Lumberjacks, I should say the Oxen. There's Caden Curlox going the length of the ice. Takes a weak shot on Greencorn, and Greencorn quickly covers up. There's the Oxen coming in. Oh, that's a wide open net that 82. I guess it was 92. Yeah, 92. Aiden McLeod just missed a chance there to bring the Oxen back to within 2 goals. There's Hartnell. And plays whistle dead after it goes up along the netting. 4 minutes, 20 seconds to play here in the final period of regulation. South Shore 4, Windsor Oxen 2, but the Oxen remain with the most shots, 37-31 over the South Shore Lumberjacks. Outshooting them this period by a count of no, the Lumberjacks have called a timeout here. And both teams have had 10 shots on net in this period. There we go. The 30-second timeout is up. And we're about to play the final 4:20 of this final period of regulation. That's Shields that takes the shot. Hard wrist shot, but Greencourt had a little difficulty with it. Wilkie for the Lumberjacks. He shoots it back in. And the play is blowing down. There's the Oxen going in, close on Greencourt, but no sustained attack. As Crotty comes out for the Lumberjacks, he tries to split the Oxen defense to no avail. Lachlan Levy mixing in there with Tench and Cleary. The Oxen with it again. They get it up to center ice where the Lumberjacks pick it up. Tench has it, he brings it in, but he doesn't go too far with it. The Oxen take it away. They're battling for it along the boards right now, where Cleary tried to dump it in. Here's Walsh. (17) Wilson Davison trying to keep the play in, but the puck get back to the Oxen blue line. Now McLean has it again. Here's McLean coming. He takes a shot which just deflects off the pad of Graydon Mole. Leo McLean still has it. He's put on a pretty good, I'd say if anybody tonight, Leo McLean, very effective out there for the Lumberjacks tonight. And if there were 3 stars being picked, he would have to be the first star of the game. He has 2 goals to go along with his outstanding performance on the ice. And he's made a couple of real nice end-to-end rushes. And he's been very, very alert the whole game for the Lumberjacks. The star of the game tonight, I would have to say, for the Oxen, and this is just my only observation, but would be Lachlan Levy. Levy has taken a tremendous amount of face-offs tonight for the Oxen, and has been out there doing a great job of checking tonight. And he's even had a couple of chances, while not great chances, but a couple of chances. There's Hartnell going in. He takes a shot. We're down to the final 125 of regulation. Here come the Lumberjacks again. That's Westlake and Cooper. Cooper calling for a man from the bench. There's a shot off the blocker of Greencorn. Another one off the blocker of Greencorn. But they're from a distant out. Here's Fitch. Fitch. He takes a shot. Another save by Greencorn. .53 seconds to play here in the third period. The South Shore Lumberjacks on top of the Windsor Oxen 4-1. So unless something miraculous happens here in the final 53 seconds, tonight's game will put the Lumberjacks at 8-0, while the Oxen will fall to 3-4-2. First time all year that they've been a game under 500. There's Maloney with it for the Oxen. He puts it on the stick of Walsh. Walsh trying to do come through the Lumberjacks blue line, but doesn't. Now Shand has it for the Lumberjacks. He brings it in and then starts back with it. He brings it back to center ice, and there's the game, ladies and gentlemen. And you have a shorthanded effort and a 5-1 final for the South Shore Lumberjacks over the Windsor Oxen. And the final shots on goal, 41 for the Oxen and 36 for South Shore. So we'll be back next Friday night here from the John Paris Jr. Arena. And hopefully the Oxen will be able to get back on the winning track as they take on the Brookfield Elks. But for tonight, that's it. The Windsor Oxen and the South Shore Lumberjacks. A 5-1 final for the Lumberjacks. Dan Boyd, I bid you a good night from the John Paris Jr. Arena here in Windsor.